all the secret societies which are inside the universities, which was created by the Catholic Church. It was Catholic monks that actually started up universities, and they followed the cult of Mithraism because it was created by the Romans. Like that guy Jimmy Carr, he says on the Joe Rogan show, he says the Romans didn't fall, they're the Catholics. And he says the Britain went around, you know why they were invading all the countries? Because they were bringing their secret societies there to invade all those countries for so long, and to put their puppets, like that mentality, to have the people in the politics, because that's what the Freemasons, that's what I believe, Satan, the devil, whatever, that's real. People know it's real, and people know it's real. He sent two of his factions to conquer the world, the Catholics and the Freemasons. And now, if you look at the Catholic religion, which was created by the cult of Mithraism, by the Romans, all the other denominations are actually rooted in that BS. Because if you actually look at the birth of Jesus, his birth is exactly like Mithras. His life was exactly like Mithras. But if you look at the true teachings that were actually buried for almost 2,000 years, where there was one guy, his name was Muhammad Ali, him and his two friends were near Nag Hammadi, Egypt, 1945, the year that the World War II ended, the Mark of the Beast was released and everything. He was going into a cave to get some fertilizer, bat guano, bat shit. So they started digging, him and his two buddies digging. All of a sudden they find this earthenware jar. It was about 3-4 feet tall, and there was a corpse. They thought there was a jinn inside that. They didn't want to open up the thing because they thought it was like jinns, like the devil or whatever. They didn't want to open it up, but eventually they opened it up. There was all 52 books or something in there, and it was all the books, the true teachings of Jesus. Yeshua was his name. Come on, Charlotte. But everything I told you, it makes total sense. If you look at everybody, what they're saying, if you look at what Bob Dylan says, he was approached by the chief commander of this earth and the world we can't see. That's what he says. And then he says he was Destiny's Lights. That's what he was given or something. And then he wrote down these songs, and he says, I don't know where they came from, those songs. And I even just read it to you. He says, try to sit down and do that. There's a kind of a magic to that. Not a Siegfried and Roy. Siegfried and Roy are those magicians they are on TV. He says it's a penetrating magic, a black magic. So he made a deal with the devil. He tried to quit in 1985. He was told, you can't quit, man. You got to go back to work, because they consider us like batteries. Either you're working or you're dead. So then he goes back to work. He didn't want to go back. They kicked him in the head, poisoned him, and he was no longer the same. You could see in his singing, everybody knows he's lost, totally lost. He was 80 years old. I don't know if he's still alive now, but he was like 80 years old. He's still performing. He doesn't want to, but he gets to stand up off the piano, and he goes and bows, and you can see it's not him doing it. And if you look at Tom Petty, he says, this is my last tour. After this tour, I quit. After his tour, within a month, he's dead. You know what I mean? Like, the chief commander. That's what Bob Dylan was saying. Chief commander of this world and the world we can't see. It's like they open up that door, like that Vancouver police. If they close the door, just open it back up. So then you can get possessed by these whatever. My dad told me he was himself possessed. I never seen nothing, but he told me he was, because he tried to join a secret society and it didn't work out for him. But ask that one police officer if he was not trying to do black magic on me over there. And it didn't work. It didn't. It was last January. It didn't work.
Did you put the signs away into your car?
It doesn't matter where those signs are. When those signs come back out, they will come back out. Like I say, it's online. When they were trying to hypnotize me, the 3 RCMPs, that went online, that whole video. And I was putting their pictures are still there. The RCMPs know. I phoned the RCMP in Ottawa. I phoned the Prime Minister's office.
You called the National...
Oh, I phone everywhere, man. I'm not getting caught up. Look at Emily Filipoff. Write that down, Emily Filipoff. She was in Victoria. She got herself enlightened. She was a van dweller too. She got herself enlightened. They were kicking her in the head. There's surveillance cameras at the library, there's surveillance camera at different places. She's looking outside the window. She gets scared because they come up to you. They try to hex you out. They try to scare you, come right in your face and stuff, people. And she was scared of that. She was contacting her mom, saying, can you come and get me? Never mind. Come and get me. Never mind. Then her mom was going to get her. Somebody phoned the Victoria police. Listen, Victoria Police in front of the Empress Hotel stopped her. She's barefoot in November. It's cold out. She's not making any sense. The other guy even says she's not even making any sense for anything. Kicked in the head like I was. She went missing. I phoned the Victoria Police. I told them it's all those cults. I said, you start up an investigation. Everybody that moves to Victoria gets kicked in the head and goes back home with a head injury. I said, check it out. And he says, what are you trying to prove here? I said, I'm not trying to prove nothing. I said, I'm just making noise here right now because I hope it works out for you. And then he came over from the island to Vancouver when I was over at the beaches down by Jericho Beach. Vancouver Police, the Victoria Police, because they know I know a lot. And they tried doing that with me. And they did that to Emma Filipoff. They kicked her in the head and they grabbed her and they used her some kind of occult ceremony. I caught him in my hometown at the Whitney Arena, where everybody in uniforms with the chevrons, the paramedics, the firefighters, they have all their occult meetings at the Whitney Arena. It's an arena size. What kind of occult things they do with humans there? I caught him there. I got a lot more proof than that too. Like I said, we're here with the Holy Spirit, and if you can tell the chief or something, like we're not putting down with this. He's going to keep going. The Holy Spirit keeps going with this. I am not a threat to nobody. I am not yelling at anybody. I'm just proclaiming the truth. Come on.